1, 2, 3, 4. We are five girls separated by geography. We've never met in person, but it's like we're family. Girl stuff is our thoughts and feelings that we want to share with you. So listen as we spill the tea. Drop the mic and do what we do.
Hey, I'm Hannah.
I'm Ella.
I'm Mel.
I'm Taylor.
DAYA.
And today, our special guest is Nick. Nick, if you would, introduce yourself, who you are, how old you are, and a quirky little fun fact.
Alrighty. Hi, I'm Nick. I'm 17. I guess I'm a TikToker. I sing. That's quirky.
Period. Okay.
What about the waffles? You should have said something about the waffles.
Yeah, your waffles.
Yeah, that will come. Be patient. Be patient. Yeah, be patient.
Sorry.
Okay. So obviously, if people don't know who you are, do you want to do like a little self promo where people can find you, like TikTok, Instagram, plug real quick?
Yeah, you guys can find me on TikTok, Nick_31203, and on Instagram, it's the same username.
So if people don't follow you, Nick does post a lot of Julie and the Phantoms content. So Nick, how did you discover Julie and the Phantoms?
I was scrolling through TikTok one day and the Now or Never came on in someone's video, and I was just like, oh, like that song's rad. And I ended up like looking up where it was from, and I saw it was on Netflix, and I didn't watch it until like a couple days after seeing that TikTok. And then I just completely fell in love after the first episode. And yeah.
Just like every single one of us, fell in love right away.
Now or never, right?
First
Now or never started it all. Okay.
It's a bop. Are you kidding me? Oh my god.
Yes.
Like, we just want to know, like, is there anything in like particular that like made you love the show so much? And it's like any subject, any character, like whatever.
I'd have to say the subject, like the topic of like death and stuff, because well, not a lot of people know this, but it's like I have family that has passed away and stuff. And I think the show was like, the way it showed how Julie mourned for her mom and then ended up like, finding herself again, like that really like, I don't know, it just lifted me up. And this show genuinely made me find myself again in a way after dealing with all of that. And yeah, I really connected with Julie.
Yeah. So would you say like Julie's like your comfort character?
Yeah. Julie and Reggie for sure.
Oh, I mean, as you should, as you should.
Reggie is iconic.
Yeah, okay. So now we just want to know, with every single person we have on here, we just want to know, what are your theories for season 2, my dude? What are your theories?
Oh, there's so many. There's so many. Like there's so many things that I want to happen. There's so many things that I don't want to happen.
Yeah.
I just hope Sasha can sing. I hope Sasha gets a solo. What else? I need Miss Savannah to more performances from Miss Savannah.
Oh yeah.
I want to see how Julie's and Carrie's friendship like broke off. I really want to see that.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I really want to see how that'll happen.
It's funny how your answer is basically exactly what Cash said in her interview right before.
Just like, yes,
the way you guys'
Sasha.
mind works.
Exactly.
Yeah, she jumped to Sasha.
One brain cell
as well.
I needed to jump to Sasha. He's so underrated. And yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh my god. Wait. Yeah. Whenever people DM me, they're like, Nickalicious, Nicky Poo. Like it's so like the joke is old, y'all. The joke is old, y'all. I'm sorry.
People can't help themselves. They can't help themselves.
I know. It's funny though.
Disclaimer, he does not like to be called Nicky Poo.
He doesn't.
He's
okay with Nickalicious though.
Yeah, Nickalicious.
Nickalicious is okay. Nicky Poo, negative.
Delete it from your vocabulary. Just delete it completely. It's out.
Don't even think about it.
That's not a word, okay?
If we don't appreciate that word here. If that's disrespect, not disrespect.
I love
now
Nick.
This is the intense one. So obviously we know you do TikToks. Create this TikToks, let me tell you. If no one has ever seen Nix's TikToks, are you guys like living under a rock or? What's going on? So what I want to know is like, are there like some like pros and cons of being a creator for the platform and stuff?
Most definitely. I mean, I wouldn't call myself a big creator, but I know that I am known to people, and people DM me, and I have had hurt like some mean things said to me, but like that's fine. I knew that that was gonna happen because like I'm me,
Oh,
and
don't
the
say that.
pros. Yeah, let me tell you the pros.
Baby.
You guys are the pros, and my friend, like my friends, and like it's just
About the
crazy.
tissue again.
Do not make me cry.
Y'all don't understand. It's just crazy how like I didn't see this happening for me. Like who would have thought? Like this show, I don't know. It's just this show. That's all I gotta say.
Um,
Like, yeah.
so going off of that with TikTok, when your first TikTok went viral, did you think it was gonna get as much attention as it did?
No, I did not. No, I did not.
What was your first video? I mean, I've seen like so many of your TikToks, but I don't know. I didn't know you back then, like when you were like first like kind of like going like a little
Starting out.
viral. So yeah, starting out.
Oh, well, this is my first video that I consider went viral. It was of me like showing. Oh, for those of you that don't know, I have to explain this story. I'm sorry. There was one day I was on TikTok, and this was before like I wasn't even a creator. I didn't make videos. I was just, lurking. And it was after I saw Julie and the Phantoms that I started following the cast. I was already following Jada, my bestie. Haha.
See?
And I scrolled on Charlie's TikTok one day and saw that he posted, and I was just like, oh, like I like the way that he's singing this song. And I was just like, oh my God, him playing his guitar is reminding me of me jamming out to Now or Never on my ukulele, like in my room. Like I was just like, you know. And I told him that I said me jamming out to Now or Never on my ukulele. And then a couple hours later, when I was at my grandma's, it said I got a notification saying Charlie Gillespie replied to your comment, but I didn't believe it. I thought it was a fan or like a fan thing or something. And then that's when I like finally looked at my phone, opened it, and Mr. Charlie, he was like, post it.
Mr. Jeffrey.
Mr. Charlie.
And from there, like the next day, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to like make a video because like now people are gonna be like, post it, post it, post it. And I did. I was like, oh my God, my first video was like me showing the comment that Charlie said. And then yeah, that's what the one I consider that went viral at first.
Share like your favorite TikTok that you've
What do
posted.
you want?
Oh my God, well, this one's the one that like really went viral. It's the one where I'm pouring the salt with Carlos, the salt.
Iconic.
That's the best one.
I woke up one day and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get creative. And I was literally in my pajamas, and I just like grabbed my chair so that I moved it around and let it follow me so I could like put the salt and stuff. And yeah, there's so many jokes where people are like, garlic salt, are you trying to kill vampire ghosts? So many people comment that on the daily. They comment that on the daily, and it's so funny.
After the garlic salt, okay? That shit is amazing.
I've never tried it.
We stand the garlic salt. Anyway.
Don't tag me. Okay. So of course, on the topic of the fandom culture, let's talk about boundaries.
Ooh,
So like, what do you like? How do you feel about that? The boundary. Do you feel like you have enough privacy, or do you feel like people respect it and all that stuff?
Yeah, I feel most people do respect it. And there's just like some of those people that really like, or can be a little bit of like not obsessed, but like pushy. Like when I remember when I first started out, yeah, entitled. I remember when I was like probably barely at like 1,000 followers, someone was telling me like, oh, like we should do this together, and I'm just like, no. And yeah, it's because it's like I don't know, I wasn't like comfortable with like doing different things. It's like it's more comfortable when it's just me. But then like now I'm so much better about that, to where it's like I want to be doing videos with other people. I want to be doing this and doing that. And yeah, the boundaries, they could be better, but they're fine, if that makes sense.
It's just tough because whenever people see anyone who has like made the decision at all to post something about themselves online, then people see that as an automatic like green light to I can say whatever I want, I can treat them however way that I perceive them. But in
Yeah.
reality, they have no idea who you actually are. They have no idea like what kind of person you actually are, what you like to do, like what you think and things like that. So it's just it's just like the lines are so blurred even though they shouldn't be. You know, there's no reason why you should treat someone who you see online any different than you treat someone in your real life. But unfortunately, that's not the case.
Yeah. And I think it's like it's
Been
the whole
brainwashed.
concept of like, you know, you're in the public eye because you've posted about yourself on social media. But like just because I have a public account doesn't mean it gives you the free reign to like
Mhm.
audit me and my personality based on what you see, because I only show you what I want to show you. Realistically, you don't know anything about me, right? And like I think
Yeah.
people do blur those, like I made the joke a couple of months ago. I was like, we're not a Robin Thicke song, we do not blur lines here. And I was like,
Oh,
but it's true, like people are blurring the lines. They think just
Yeah.
because Nick's not famous and he's not verified, it means that we can talk to him whenever we want. But like, no,
Yeah.
because he's still a person and he can talk to whoever he wants to talk to. It's not your decision if he talks to you, it's his decision, right? So
we're just glad that Nick decides to talk to us.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
It's a
Stop it.
privilege. It's a privilege and it's an honor.
Our honorary
I love you
member
guys.
right here. What is some of your, like, I know you do make Julie and the Phantoms content. Is there like a certain content that's like you would branch off to, or what would be like your favorite kind of content to create?
Ooh, that's a hard one. Cause it's
Oh,
okay, y'all know me. I'm a goof, I'm shy. I I am funny sometimes, but that's like it's like it's
Sometimes.
just me
Like,
being me.
all the
It just
time.
happens. And I don't know what kind of content I would branch off to. It's like that's what I was thinking about the other day. I was like, damn, I'm really scared because it's like, what if we don't get a season 2? Then it's like, well, what the hell we gonna do now? You know what I'm saying?
I will continue to say this if we never
Every episode.
every episode I will just say we will create our own season 2. TikTok can create a musical,
We don't.
create a season 2, we're good.
For
We
real.
don't care. We'll do
we
it.
can do it,
Low
y'all.
budget, but we can do it.
No budget, yeah.
Go
But yeah, I
funny.
don't know what I would branch off to. That's something I gotta really think about. I mean, I made something today, and it's just me like feeling myself because I got ready.
I saw that. I was like, pop off, bestie. I
Thank
actually
you.
commented that, but
Solid 10 out of 10.
On the topic of like content creation, would you ever consider like doing more songs, or is that something that you're wanting to keep kind of like
On the
just
low.
you and like your
Nickalicious.
I'm okay. I will admit I do sing. I can sing. I just don't see myself like as like an amazing singer, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am like my voice is definitely different from like other people's, and I'm not trying to compare myself to anybody, but
That's
it is
true.
definitely different. And I do genuinely want to get better before I even start trying to post more covers and all that. I sing Driver's License. Oh, want to talk about that, y'all?
Oh,
You want to talk about Driver's
Let's
License,
do
Miss
it.
Olivia
Oh,
Rodrigo?
I'd love to.
Olivia
Yeah.
Julie and the
Rodrigo, right
Phantoms. We now stand Olivia Rodrigo.
I love how like the
Stan.
entire like all the people that I know online who are like phantoms I've just all been like Olivia Rodrigo for the
dude.
past like 24 hours. We're like
Solid 10 out of 10. That song, it's like the way that song, even if none of us are in a relationship, but somehow we feel the heartbreak and we feel like if we've been in that situation,
I cried
the passion.
I did
too
too.
much.
Did
Too
we all
much.
cry?
I reacted to it with my friends. We all were bawling.
Yes, I
They
saw
were
that on
bawling.
Ash's story.
We saw it on yours too.
We were crying.
They were crying. Dude, that song. I think you should. Are you gonna post that cover or like?
Oh my god. No, but I'll send it to y'all.
Oh
is the exclusive.
wow.
Exclusive content we get from Nicholas.
Love that.
They get the
Well,
behind
that's
the
why
I
we're
scenes.
would just like to say on the behalf of the Girl Stuff podcast that we are absolutely in love with your voice. It is, I think Hannah is the one who said this, but it's like so soothing, and like
Love your voice,
she's like,
too.
she could listen to you like read the back of a cereal box and she'd be like, oh wow, oh so beautiful.
Oh my
Heaven.
Lovely.
God.
So we hope that
Literally,
you do
though.
keep at it with the music, and we really look forward to hearing more musical content from you in the future.
And you know we'll be hyping you up. You know we'll be hyping you up everywhere.
Really.
Yes.
So you said you watched Driver's License. You guys
Yes.
reacted with your friends on
Mhm.
that topic. How has like like the community, your friends that you have found because of like Julie and the Phantoms? How has that been for you?
Yo, can I just say, this is a shout out to my friends. This is a shout out to my friends in the group chat. This is a shout out to even you guys. I appreciate you all so much. And I know I can, because y'all don't know me, I can be like, my humor's weird. It's different. And there's times where I sound like I'm being mean, but I'm like genuinely being like really like sarcastic. But it's like, oh my God, the other day, I'll say this. So the other day I said something and I was like, oh, I kind of felt bad that I said that to my friend. And I, like, me being me, I was like, okay, like there's a pit in my stomach. I feel bad. I need to text her and be like, hey, like, I didn't mean to say that. And she was just like, what are you talking about? It's fine. I know how you are.
Relatable.
And I was like, okay, period. I have friends that understand me.
Is finding people like that have such like similar tastes and interests to you, and like finding people with such a common passion as you, something that like you had like growing up, or is that something that like Julie and the Phantoms kind of like gave to you that you hadn't had before? Like, I'm just curious as to like your background and upbringing and how like Julie and the Phantoms, like the impact that it has and how it differs from what you might have like experienced in the past.
I've definitely never had so many talented people in my life. I can say that. I've never had I've never had, okay, this is gonna sound messed up because it's like I love my family, but it's like I've never had this much support.
Mhm.
And which
No,
I think
relate,
is crazy.
yeah.
Like my friends that are like crazy, crazy talented, that sing and so beautifully, they tell me that I sound good, and that makes me feel like that, like, I don't know, it just makes me feel so weird because it's like, y'all, shut up. Listen to yourself.
I was just gonna ask, like, is it like, has it been different having like the friends that you've made through Jewel and the Phantoms versus like the friends that you made through life and school, like the places that you visit? Because like we all know internet friends are different than real life friends, which is weird to say, like, because you guys are my real life friends, but like
Yeah.
there's a different way to communicate. You know, we haven't seen each other in person, but we still feel like, you know, it's a safe space. So like, do you feel that as well, in the sense of like the people that you FaceTime all the time and talk to all the time versus the people that you see physically, or is it kind of like similar for you?
Well, since like quarantine and stuff, and I'm not able to see like my real life friends, it is somewhat the same but somewhat different because I am talking to more people. You know, I branch out. Y'all, I'm everywhere. Like one day you'll see me talking in a cash, texting her or something, and the next day you'll see me here in like a Zoom or Google Meet with y'all, or I'll be on FaceTime with like Ash and Amaya and Gracie and Milena and my friend group. And yeah, it's just very, like, it's very the same, very different. I try not to like be like, I just try to be everywhere because I feel like I don't want anybody being like feeling like I'm drifting away or like I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Like even with my real life friends, because they know that I am doing this. They know that I have friends because of Julie and the Phantoms, and I try to text them and be like, hey, like, can you call later on? So because I miss you, I want to talk to you. And yeah, I just make sure that nobody's feeling like, you know, I
And
can
that's why
go
we
around
love
to
you.
all.
That's why we love
That's why we
you.
love you. We
Like even with you
stand
guys,
Nick.
I check in on y'all. I love checking in on y'all because like I do miss
He
y'all.
texts
And then
us
it's just
every
like,
night for everyone's information. He texts us every night in our little group chat and he goes, good night, love y'all.
And he's always texts us like, have you had water today? Have you eaten today? I'm like, yes, I have. Thank you. I call Hannah and Nick mom and dad.
They're our parents.
Mom and dad are fighting.
Mom and Dad are fighting.
Hannah comes for my neck for no reason,
It's
and then
so
I have to
funny.
just destroy her career.
No,
Again,
no.
it's the unique sense of humor, but
You want
it's
to talk
so
about the
funny
oil?
when
Do you want
guys
to talk
go
about the
through
oil?
Okay, I
Talk
love.
about the oil.
I did not see you use the rest, but from what I saw, you left like a small little, like not even a teaspoon of oil left in the
She
bottle.
left alive.
Died.
Not
She
mom and dad
left
fighting on
alive.
the podcast.
You can't.
I had to go to
We're in
bed.
public.
So
I had to get
funny.
to bed.
Yo,
Whatever.
Anyways.
You're an adult.
Anyway.
Anyways,
I called him out, and then he's like, I used it. If you stayed on the line, you would have seen. And then the next day, he's like, just checking in if you guys had like water and in today. And then like no one responded to his question. He was like, I see y'all ignoring my question. I'm like, you didn't ask a question. You just said, hey, I hope you guys had water and in today.
well, I
okay,
wanted to
Hannah, just-
know.
Exposing each other's receipts.
I wanted to know.
Oh, dude.
receipts,
The
man.
way she attacked you, she was like, you didn't ask a question, you said a statement. I was like,
She did say
"Ma'am."
that.
But if anyone knows Nick and
Yes.
it's all it's
No.
love. It's all love.
I'm gonna say, what has it been like for you personally, growing a fan base and making content that everyone, literally everyone, enjoys? How has that been? Like, what has it been like for you?
It's been different. It's like it's different, but then it's the same. People draw me. I don't know why. Y'all,
Because you're beautiful.
You're
Mel
amazing.
Mel drew me. I didn't even know
They
she was
had you
doing that.
this close to tears, this close, but you
I was
didn't
so close
cry.
to crying. But no, I couldn't.
worked
I
so
couldn't
hard
let
on
her break
that.
me.
Mel does that to people. She makes them cry.
And she likes making people cry.
That's what I
She's a
do.
special
She
thing.
dabbles.
She dabbles. It's
She
okay.
dabbles.
It's
She's like,
special.
And yeah, just making the content, Nick. How do you feel that like everyone loves your content? Because honestly, I would go a whole day watching Nick's TikToks. I'm gonna be honest.
If that's all my For You page is, I'd be like, yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah.
I open TikTok and it's literally Nick, the first thing on my For You page.
The first thing.
And I'm like,
Nick,
hey,
you're a
queen.
special one.
Is creating content something that you envision yourself doing professionally, or is this something that you just kind of
Like a
want as like a
hobby.
side thing, or do you not know yet? Are you just like working on discovering like what it means for you in your future?
yeah, I really don't know. I'm liking what I'm doing now. Like I'm comfortable with what I'm doing now. I made some
Mhm.
videos today that I'll be posting throughout the week because school and stuff. Like I had not posted this entire week because of school.
Mhm.
And people are like, where's the content? I need to be fed. And I'm like, here's a crumb.
Like, oh.
Here's a little
Here's
crumb.
a
Yeah.
single crumb.
But you know what? When you post, you do not hold back, and we love that. Like I swear,
You
I've
deliver.
every
don't.
single post that you've made, I've been like, this is either hilarious or so relatable, or like I'm literally messaging you like, bro, I'm dying. This is everything right now. Like,
Nick's
Thank
content
keep
is
you.
solid
going,
10 out of 10.
keep going,
Yes.
keep going.
I was up all night looking for sounds and I found them and I used them. I love making content. It's amazing. People are amazing. People are really nice.
I want to say, I think one of the first or second videos I saw of Nick's was his recreation of Maddie's video from Rocky Horror.
Oh yeah.
I want to say that was one of my first or second videos I saw of Nick, and I immediately fell in love.
Honestly, it was love at first sight for me, to be honest. I don't even remember how I came to like come upon your content, and we had like, I think we had like followed each other, like just become mutuals like on the internet, and just kind of had a little bit of back and forth. And then one day I hopped onto Google Meet, and there you were, and I was like, because again, like not to just like, not to hype you up like nonstop, but you like your voice, your energy, you just have this really calm, like just like genuine energy about you. And you know, you are, I love how like no BS you are. I love how like kind and genuine you are, and you like you make other people feel heard, you make them feel like besties. Thank you. You're just so authentic, and I love that about you. And I think that that's the reason why people love all your content so much, because like you're just out here, living your life and like doing what you love and sharing what you love, and I love that.
Yeah, Nick is the kind of guy you can, I don't know, talk to for 13 hours without a break.
That was the first time that I met Nick was like after like Mel and Nick had already been on like FaceTime with each other for like
Dude,
9 hours, 10
That
hours.
just happened. I don't know how it happened, but it just happened.
The fact that it started on Instagram Live for like what, like 4 hours, and then we were like, yeah, we should not bother other people anymore, and then we hopped to FaceTime, and then I was on Google Meet with you guys, and I was like, okay, Nick, I'm gonna be on Google Meet with someone. I think it was Hannah. And I was like, just, I'm gonna send you the link, just pop in. I'm not gonna say anything, just pop in. And he popped in, and Hannah went like, what?
Well, the reason I went like, what is because, so I found Nick through when Cash was banned on her main account, and she made like her side account, and she went live on that account at like, it was like 2:00 in the morning, but Nick and I were just talking to each other in her comments while she was going off about something, and I was like, this guy's so cool. So I followed him. And then a couple days later, I went live, and I'm like, oh, it says your friend, hang on. He followed me back. What is happening? And then I was saying it in the group chat. I was like, oh, Nick, like Mel was like, oh, I'm on call with Nick. I'm like, oh, I would love to be friends with Nick. What? That's so cool. And I was like, oh, I would die. And then next thing I know, he's in a Google Meet, and I was like, Nick, hello.
It's funny that Nick was, you just said like it just kind of happened, and that's the theme of like basically everything for the past like 4 months. Things just kind of happened. Like we didn't set out to like find like these friends. We didn't set out to like like make the content that we do or like have the interactions that we did. It all just kind of like happened very naturally and like organically, and I think that that's kind of the reason why it's so like real and like I don't know, so like impactful to us, because like it's just it I don't want to get too cheesy here, but it feels like fate to me.
It's
Let me just
the signs.
Let me just say, everything good happens while I'm sleeping. Okay?
That is my life motto.
Two
Literally.
instances, okay? You start a podcast while I'm sleeping. And then, while I'm sleeping, Nick joins the Google Meet. And then I wake up and I go on the Google Meet and I'm like, who the fuck is this?
I was just gonna say, it was funny because Nick was like, I don't think I've ever heard Taylor talk before. I'm like, don't worry, we don't either.
It was funny because Taylor would send me TikToks and then I would send her TikToks, but like never heard her speak.
Here we are filming a podcast
here we
together
are.
again. It just kind of happened.
It's so
Literally.
fun. Oh my god.
I do this on the Google Meet anyways when I want to talk. I just sit there for a minute and go.
She does do that.
So, I don't remember if this has happened yet, but has Nick heard Taylor sing French Justin Bieber? I think this has happened yet.
For context, Taylor
Right now?
knows all of One Less Lonely Girl, but in French. And it's her life dream to hear Charlie Gillespie sing it in French.
So you've written the song called Mr. Charlie. I think that's what you've called it. I think. I'm not gonna ask you to sing it. Don't worry.
Okay, thanks.
He's already like,
Oh no.
You could let
Don't put me on the spot like
No.
that.
I just wanted to know, like, it's very much about like the community that Charlie provided you, because he's kind of the reason you got onto TikTok. Can you talk a little bit about that song? Because like, I mean, everyone knows. I can know it just from you strumming one thing, because it's been in my mind. So can you talk a little bit about that song, like kind of maybe like the inspiration behind it, you know, how you kind of have everyone saying Mr. Charlie all the time, and it's like Nick kind of thing.
Yeah. I was in Big Bear with for my mom's birthday. And this was when I had just hit 1,000 followers because one of my videos, and it wasn't even Julie and the Phantoms related. It was literally just me and like introducing myself. I'm just like, hi, like I'm Nicholas, like da 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 da. And a lot of people liked that. And I think mostly people just followed me because they thought I was cute, and that kind of like irked me because I was just like, y'all look at my content. Don't be looking at me. And Mr. Charlie, I started writing it because I started getting sad because I was like, oh, like I feel like I'm making this about me when it's like my mom's birthday. Cause I told her, I'm like, Mom, like I hit 1,000, like for what? And then she called my mom, my grandma Maria. We call her Mama. She called my mama and she's just like, Ma, like my son's famous. And just like, I'm not famous. Stop it.
Oh,
Stop it.
that's so cute.
And yeah, I got really sad because I just felt like bad for my mom. And I started writing it as if the perspective of like, oh my God, like we all in this phantom were at one point really sad and like felt disconnected from like music and like other things, like just life in general because of this stupid pandemic. And like, it's just the way that we all have all grown and how we've all like supported each other. That's what I feel like Mr. Charlie is about. Cause it's not like, yeah, it is about Charlie, but it's mostly just about the fandom and how at one point we were here and now we're here. And Mr. Charlie helped me personally that way.
Mhm.
And the song wasn't even supposed to be about Charlie. It was just supposed to be about me being sad. And then it ended up being Mr. Charlie. And yeah.
Well, it's
I
one of
love
my
that.
favorite songs of yours in this. Like, I love when you do sing it. I love when I pop into your lives and you're just like strumming it on your guitar, like, or ukulele. I'm like, oh, yes, like I need a cover. I need it in my messages. I need it now so I can put it on my Spotify so I can listen to it whenever I want.
Yeah.
So
Like,
would like to just say that Mr. Charlie, the phrase Mr. Charlie is copyrighted at this point by
yes.
the wonderful Nick. Like he's the only one who calls him that, and I love it because everyone knows now when they hear like Charlie being called Mr. Charlie, like that's Nick, and I love that.
It was funny. I was on Charlie's, I don't know if you guys were there. It was the party, the rave
Yeah.
live. And I was like, yeah, get into it, Mr. Charlie. Like I commented on it and I didn't think he was gonna see it. But then he read it. He was like, yo, get into it, Mr. Charlie. Yeah. And then I like freaked out because he said Mr. Charlie. And it's just like, and then people started texting me. They're like, Nick, did you say that? And I'm just like, yeah.
Of course
I
I did. He's the only
No,
one.
I didn't.
Like, honestly, every time I say Mr. Charlie, I'm like, Nick, where are you, Nick?
The way that Nick has just infiltrated my brain, like I say like his little like mannerisms and things like that, like all the time. And sometimes I find myself talking like Nick. I'm like living in my head rent free, sir.
Rent free, dude. We're gonna start charging you, okay? You're gonna start getting
Hey.
charged for living in our heads.
Y'all should be paying me. The hell? You're the one using them.
That's it. We're ending the Zoom call now.
It's over. Let's leave right now.
No, thank you, Nick, for being here. I mean, this was literally just like it just felt like one of our like regular
No,
hangouts, but we
yeah.
just like let you know, some people like a window into our
Our chaos.
lives
Inside
and
joke.
you know our chaos,
Just saying,
all of our
chaos.
inside jokes and things like that. But Nick, I hope you know how much we love and appreciate you. You are like a younger brother to all of us, and
We love you.
we
Our little
know that
baby.
we're so excited to see all the other things that you do because you have so much talent in you. So thank you for being a part of our little family.
Thank you for saying yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah.
letting us
Thank you
adopt
for
you.
having me.
Bless up.
Like,
Voice baby.
gosh.
Is there anything that you'd want to kind of like say in terms of like whether it's like fandom related or like just life related to anyone who's watching or any of us here or anything like?
Yeah, if you are a creator or if you want to be a creator, um, It is really fun. Like, just post whatever you want to post. If you like it, then post it. And if other people don't like it, that's perfectly fine as long as you're happy with it. Um, sure, some people can be, stupid, but
Haters.
we're all here to support you, and yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
And I love y'all. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, like to my little phantoms, and like, oh, y'all are amazing.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. It is.
That's all I
It
gotta
is very
say.
much of like a big family feel. Like everyone's just hyping each other up, and we love that. But
Yeah.
yeah, like I think Ella summed it up. Like, we are so appreciative of you, and we love you and the content that you produce, and just you as a person outside of your content. And we love it when you just hop on for like 5 minutes, be like, "Yo, how you guys doing?" And then Nick's Instagram and TikTok will be linked below, so you can give him a follow, check his content out for yourself, because it's definitely worth checking out. And
And that's girl stuff.